It was warm up there, wasn't it? Woo!
Did you say they're going to be uncovering the windows?
Hopefully, that's the rumor. Wouldn't it? That they will be. I know they're back there. Let's stand back.
The yolk sort of trickles over the potatoes and cheese. Oh man, and blood. Okay, perfect. Now crack the other eggs in. Breakfast is just about ready.
And so her cornucopias run up over, and behind her are these beautiful golden rays to show you all the splendor of Michigan. So if we look at the very top, well, this was a bank, so that's finance, right? Finance is going to be on there, okay? And if you look a little bit on her right shoulder on the left, you'll see mining, right? You know, copper, iron ore. So this is, you know, especially in the Upper Peninsula, which is cut off. But on the right, fishing, of course. Think of the Great Lakes, makes sense. Again, on the left, you'll see lumbering coming off. Of course, think of the lumber in this state, incredible. We don't have as much as we used to because we took up a lot of it, but nonetheless, a lot of this is still true today. If you think to the right, you'll see commerce coming out from a cornucopia. Commerce, and you take a look at it, it's really transportation. In the center of that, there is a ship coming at you. And then there's trains on each side, and at the bottom, you'll see a winged wheel or two winged wheels. That is automobiles, right? Okay, so, and then sort of to her right foot on the left is agriculture. And then on the other side, of course, you'll see manufacturing. And if you look at the bottom, you'll see large people. Speaking of agriculture and manufacturing, you take a look at the left on the bottom and you see farmers, right? Agriculture. On the right at the bottom, you'll see industrial workers. Why there? Because that is the bedrock. This is the bedrock of this state. So thus there for the strength. And if you noticed, the people look familiar. Have you ever seen the Diego Rivera murals in the Detroit Institute of Arts? The people look like that. That's called social realism. And to be honest, if you knew anything about Diego Rivera, he was a socialist. So was Ezra Winter, and they knew each other. So kind of interesting that that's the bedrock of Michigan. If you look under Michigania's feet, you'll see the seal of Michigan and the tubers. Of course, the seal of Michigan, what it means is if you see a pleasant peninsula, look about you. And then to the right of the seal, you'll see another seal right where Detroit is. So there's the seal of Detroit, and when translated from Latin, it's actually all about the Great Fire in 1805 that happened. So we hope for better things. We will rise from the ashes. So it's trying to encourage people to stay here after the huge fire. But that means a lot to Detroiters. We've risen from the ashes a lot. So that motto is important to us, right? One last thing I wanted to point out is sort of just above the heads of those industrial workers, you'll see some buildings. And notice there's a gray building there. And it's probably the Fisher building. It looks just like the Fisher building. And we think that it's possible that Ezra Winter was paying homage to his teacher, who was Albert Kahn, because Albert Kahn the year before had completed building the Fisher building, so very possible. But anyway, so we love this mural by Ezra Winter. I don't want to leave you on a negative note, but I have to tell you, unfortunately, Ezra Winter died in 1949 by his own hand. He was finishing, years prior to his death, he was working on an installation and he fell from a scaffold and injured his back permanently, and he was in dire pain for years, and then took his own life. But on the upswing, we do have this beautiful masterpiece, and we can honor him by looking at this beautiful installation by Ezra Winter. All right, so if anybody has any questions, I'm gonna like be over by this little table here. If anybody has any questions or you'd like directions somewhere,